Friends and fellow members, the purpose of this short video is to launch a campaign to help improve communication and engagement between the executive team and all the members of our club. I want to start by thanking the outgoing executive for the immense amount of work that's gone in over the last 2 years in the improvements in our course and the improvements in our clubhouse. And the progress we've made there and that huge leap forward has been clearly evidenced in our improvement in the top 100 course rankings, where actually Naas is the most improved club in the country. So a huge well done and a thank you to everyone for all the work that went into that. So as a team, the Executive Committee have laid out 5 clear priorities for 2025. Priority number 1 is Naas 2030. Naas 2030 is all about creating a strategic plan for the long-term vision of Naas Golf Club, dealing with everything from how we protect our course boundaries, how we continue to enhance our course, and how we improve the overall membership experience. We'll be sharing more details on that plan later in the year, and again, we'll be asking members to submit their ideas and making sure we engage all our membership to get their views and take their views on board. Priority number 2 is staff engagement. We want to develop excellent working relationships with all the staff across Naas Golf Club, from the course to the clubhouse, and we've been conducting engagement meetings with all those colleagues over the last number of weeks to help understand how we can better support them and have an even better working relationship into the future. Priority number 3, and most importantly, is of course financial stability. So following the large-scale capital projects that we've been through over the last number of years, we need to manage our finances really prudently, and we need to work to strengthen our balance sheet reserves as we get ready and plan and work towards the next phase of investment in our club. Priority number 4 is our constitution. While our constitution has served us well, there's an absolute requirement to simplify, modernise and ensure this important document is absolutely fit for purpose to guide us through the next phase of Naas Golf Club. Finally, priority number 5, and the main focus of this video, is to launch a campaign called 25 Improvements at Naas Golf Club for 2025. 25 Improvements is all about making small, low-cost improvements that we think can really enhance the membership experience. And if we can make a lot of small improvements together, that can and will make Naas Golf Club better for everybody. The exec are going to share some of the ideas that we're working on, but most importantly, we want to hear from you, our members, and we'll be asking you to contribute your ideas later on. And Trish, our ONSEC, is going to explain how you can send through your ideas, and we'll do everything we can to make those happen.
As Owen mentioned, we would ask you, the members, to submit any ideas or suggestions you might have that will facilitate or enhance member experiences. In order to facilitate this, we've set up an email address, myidea@naasgolfclub.com. Please submit any ideas or suggestions you might have and they will be reviewed.
Hi all, just standing here in the first tee. As you all know, we like a nice warm up before we begin our round of golf. We will be installing new practice nets to the side of the Pro Shop in the very near future.
Another key area we're going to focus on for 2025 is the whole catering around the clubhouse. We've engaged and we've set up a catering committee. We're working hand in hand with the caterer to improve the offering to members and to guests. So we're looking at areas of enhancing the menu, varying the menu, having different menus for matches and teams. So overall, with this new relationship, we're very confident that we're going to be delivering a better catering offering and a better member experience for everybody.
Our corporate day is a very big day in our club calendar. This year it's on Friday the 6th of June, and we're delighted to say that Dooley Insurance have come back on board as the sponsor. We have great plans to make the day bigger and better than ever. Great food, great crack and great prizes. Please contact me or Paddy Kavanagh to book your slot now.
One key area of improvement this year, when we surveyed you, the member, was communications. It's something we really want to improve at Naas Golf Club. And for that, this year we're launching a brand new club website. It'll improve the look and feel of the club and match the work that we've done both in the clubhouse and on course. This will also integrate into a new smartphone app, and that will be your member services hub that will have everything from booking golf, booking services, anything got to do with the club, all in one area. This will integrate all of your touch points with the club and make it a far better experience for 2025.
One of the key bits of feedback that came back from our survey this year was that you wanted more fun nights in the club or fun afternoons. You also wanted more choice in the Pro Shop. So we brought those 2 ideas together and we had our first ever fashion show in the clubhouse last night. It was packed with 125 women here. We raised a lot of money for the women's teams, and we also supported our bar, our clubhouse, and we had a fabulous night here together. So we hope that that's the first of many and that we come together. Already people are asking when the next one is, so we plan to do more of those throughout the year.
This year we plan to do a big job here for members when they walk off the 18th green. As you can see here, we put in temporarily last year, this area used to get very dug up. So we put in this hardcore surface just to give it a bit of body. It's not very aesthetically pleasing. So what we plan to do is dig this all up and replace it with a honeycomb that we can brush clay through. Then we can seed it, allow it to grow, and then we can just mow it in line with all of the rest of the surrounds you see here. But once we mow it, it will integrate into it, but it will stay stable, so it won't get cut up in the winter time, which will be brilliant. Once we have that completed, we're going to move on to this area here, where, again, this was put in as a temporary surface just to give it a bit of body. It's not particularly aesthetically pleasing, so what we're going to do is we're going to get a pebble, a coloured pebble that matches the cobble lock up here, and we're going to evenly spread it out everywhere so it'll be much more pleasing to look at. Again, adds to the aesthetics of the whole surround. And then the biggest thing I suppose we're going to try and do is we put in this shoe cleaning area for members. We tried it so that you could just brush the grass out under that board. It hasn't worked. So what we're going to do now is we're going to dig out a grid just here, dig out a little pit, put a grid on top of it. Then members will be able to clean their shoes, clean their buggy or their carts into that pit, and then the staff will be able to empty it at least once a week. The other big problem down here, of course, is the compressor. The compressor we have is all the way back up there in a shed for security reasons. It's not powerful enough to work this consistently, so the motor keeps breaking down. So what we're going to do is change that compressor and put in one that is going to be sufficient for these 4 guns. And in the end of the day, we're looking for consistency. We're going to make it sure that it's reliable so that the members are getting the best experience properly when they walk off the course.
Here at the second hole, we've already made massive improvements. Traditionally, what was a really wet tee box, we've managed to really dry up the area by removing some unwanted shrubs and material. At the back, we removed conifers and dogwoods, all problematic and gathering rubbish and leaves, etc. So what we did was we transplanted this laurel hedge from our greenkeepers compound. We adjusted the camber of the path to divert water away from coming onto the tee box, and we've also put in a sleeper edge. On the inside of that edge, we're going to plant a euonymus hedge, a box type like hedge, just more resistant to pest and disease. This area will be turfed, giving us the option to potentially bring the tee box further back down the line if need be. And in this large area here, we're going to be planting some stippas and nepetas, similar to what you see over here. And the centrepiece will be NGC in the same type hedging that will run along that sleeper.
Another key focus that we have in the golf club is obviously our youth section. And we're putting together a development plan for the next number of years, and it's going to be built on a number of pillars. One of those pillars is obviously get more girls playing in golf. Communication and enhancing our communication with parents and kids. So we're using obviously the emails and using WhatsApps. So the third pillar then is obviously teams and getting young boys and girls playing team golf. So there are a number of competitions that we've entered this year, apart from the usual inter-club ones. We've now got back involved in the Geraldine League, which is a local round robin against our catchment clubs here in the area, and the second one is the Liffey League. So really looking forward to that. And finally, the last pillar that we want to build on for this programme is coaching. And I'm down here in the coaching area, or in the practice area, and this year Bernard and Ryan and Dan have put together a fantastic coaching package. So I'd encourage all youths to keep an eye out on your communications, log in for the coaching because it is free, it's part of your membership. And just finally, we're really looking forward to the youth section in the golf club for this year.
So thanks for listening. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and most importantly, please send through your ideas and let's work together to make 2025 a great year at Naas Golf Club.